Hey, it's Adam with Addarios Media, and today we're going over Addarios Services ads. So they're advertising right now for ductless service and repair in Boston. So they're in the Boston area, and they're a heating and cooling company. So first things first, we'll look at the ads, then we'll look at everything behind the ads, so their entire funnel, and then we'll look at how they can double their conversion. So first things first, the ads that they're running. Let's go to our spreadsheet here. So the title of their ad was Mini Split Repair, $129 in Boston Heating and Cooling Company. And their ad was going around, or was centered around their services for mini splits. So the keyword they were bidding on was mini split installer. So if I go here, let's go mini split installer, and we're in the Boston, Massachusetts area. See if we can find that ad again. Probably not, but they were advertising for the keyword mini split installer, and their mini split service ad was popping up. So that tells me one of two things. Either they are cross-pollinating in their keyword, so their keywords aren't pruned well enough to exclude services, installations, and differentiate between the two, or they have a bunch of keywords in an ad group and everything showing the same ad. So both ways, you can double your conversions by keyword pruning, first of all. So keyword pruning is just taking out the keywords that aren't working in a campaign and keeping the ones that are. One of our campaigns in September spent $2,500 and got $89,000 back in revenue because of keyword pruning. So it's definitely a big thing that you need to do if you're running an AdWords campaign. It's definitely, it improves your AdWords campaign dramatically. And there's a couple ways to do it. One is over time, so you're taking out keywords over time. And the first way, the more important way, is to take out the keywords in different campaigns in the same account. So how we do it is we take all the keywords that are in one specific ad group and we exclude them from every other ad group in the entire account, if that's applicable. Sometimes it's not, but most times it is. So keyword pruning is number one, what we would go after. The second one is if you look at their UTM code, they're tracking it, which is good. They are showing up for the keyword, or they're advertising for the keyword mini split technician, and they're showing up for mini split installer. They are the same thing, but you can see here that they're running a service ad to an installation keyword. So keyword pruning is definitely going to help that as well. Now, as far as the landing page goes, they're going to their website. So a page on the website is better than going to the home page, but it's a step below going to a landing page. So the stat is, if you take out just the header and a landing page, you double your conversions. So they can double their conversions just by using a landing page dedicated to what they're advertising. And if they used a landing page dedicated to mini split installer, they would definitely double their conversions, because this isn't even lining up with the campaign that they're running. A lot of times we see that going into different ad accounts, the campaigns that are running and that are showing the landing page that they're going to are not necessarily tied together. So even if you're running everything to a homepage, so let's say they're running ads from Google to their homepage, those aren't tied together either. Even though your company does that, you want to show specific relevant information to the ad, or for the people searching, using your keywords to go to your landing pages, than just showing them blanket, we do all these services. So a dedicated landing page is going to help them, and that'd be tip number two. If you look at their Google homepage, they're doing a pretty good job. You can see 4.3 stars, which is all right. And they are bidding on their own keywords. So that's an important thing for a contractor to bid on your keywords, because usually, HVAC contractor, your company usually has heating, cooling, or some type of service in your name. So usually it's Addarios Plumbing and HVAC, so that's their actual name. If someone search Addarios HVAC, other ads might show up. So these are, highly targeted, relevant keywords to your business That's not going to cost you that much because it's your own. You're going to use an exact match to do that. You're going to do all the variations of your brand name's keyword that anybody could bid on. So, HVAC, heating and cooling, air conditioning, that type of stuff that anybody else can bid on, and then it will cross-pollinate with other people's ads. But you can see that as of right now, no one else is showing up for their ads because I have their name in here. If I was in the Boston area, well, as of right now, I technically am, but if I was actually living in the Boston area, I probably would see other ads for HVAC or, so let's see if I can have any pop up. Addarios air conditioning install. Typically, if you have a long modifier like that, you can get things to show up. All right, air conditioning install. So this is someone searching for your brand specifically and looking for air conditioning install. So you see here that Lowe's, Home Depot, but they are popping up because that's a good thing because it's relevant to them. Someone's searching for their brand name and they're looking for them specifically, but you can see here that other ads show up because usually keywords that are relating to your business are inside the brand name. So that's a tip for you. They are doing a good job here. They're bidding on a brand name, but that's a tip for you is to bid on a branded search campaign. You can spend $10, $20 on it. You probably will never spend as much as you're going to put into it, but it's a good idea to have it. You'll get high quality traffic and it'll cost you pennies compared to the other ads you're going to run. So that'd be so their Google homepage looks pretty good. You can see that really no one else is showing up here. You can see the owner, HVAC sales, hierology. So they're doing a pretty good job curating their homepage. And you do that by building profiles online that help Google figure you out. Is this them? They have a 1.5 stars on Yelp. So it looks like they ran into a little trouble in the past. So it looks like they ran into a little trouble in the past, and they can push that down by either just creating a new Yelp page and then getting people to review them there, and that'll help push these down, or other social profiles and help Google find the relevant ones for their business. So if you look at their page, they don't have a Facebook pixel installed, so they're not tracking people from anywhere on the website on Facebook. Facebook Pixel is it's a tracker that helps you advertise on Facebook more efficiently because it tells Facebook the people that are converting on your website, what they look like, and it helps them find that. So their Facebook page is updated pretty frequently, which is good. We usually recommend once every 2 weeks, but they're updating it looks like once a day, which is good. I like that as well. And they have multiple locations. So they have multiple locations, it looks like. Nope, just the one it looks like. Okay. But they're doing a good job updating the Facebook page. And they are running advertising for the Facebook page, which is good, especially because a lot of times contractors overlook Facebook as a relevant ad platform. But I'll let you know that it's one of the best lead sources there is because for contractors, for HVAC contractors specifically, there's hardly any competition because no one's doing it. And if you give Facebook customer data, you can get really, really high quality leads from it if you have good salespeople. So Facebook's a little different than other lead sources. Actually, it's not that much different than, let's say, HomeAdvisor. HomeAdvisor you're bidding against other people, and typically HomeAdvisor's booking ratios are around 32% or so. Facebook is going to be much higher if you have guys on the phone that can book within 5 minutes of getting a lead. So you do need to have a sales team to make Facebook work really well, but you don't need to you can have everything automated, so it doesn't need to be that hands-on. But they're doing a good job here advertising on Facebook, and it looks like they have pretty good ads. It's not really the tired hey, are you a Maryland resident, or whatever resident you are type of agency ads. They have pretty good ads here. So it looks like someone in their company is doing a good job. But they are not retargeting people on their website. So If you don't have a Facebook pixel installed, we would recommend installing it immediately so you can retarget the people who've been to your website from other sources. So let's say AdWords traffic, if you're running YouTube ads, display ads, all the type of ads you're running, you can retarget them everywhere on the internet through the display network and the Facebook. Facebook is good because you get in front of people at a very low cost, and you can make it You can make it as high quality traffic as you want. So Facebook Pixel will help you retarget people who've been to your website from different ad sources like AdWords. So if people have seen your mini split installation campaign from AdWords, been to your website, you can retarget them with mini split installation ads on Facebook. So that'd be the third thing we recommend for them. Would it be a remarketing campaign or retargeting? Remarketing is people who are I'm sure why they're sending a message to their page. Maybe that's the reason why, because they're using, I got you, okay. So they're sending messages to their page so people would message their page and reach out to them about the specific ad they're running here, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but we would prefer to run traffic to a website or to a lead form. A lead form is people are entering their information into Facebook and sending it over to your business. One or the other. Sending a message to you have to be pretty quick with this, or have a bot automated to make sure this works well for you. So I'm not saying it doesn't work well. I'm just saying we haven't found a contractor that does it well, or that can manage it well without too much intervention by us, and which is what we don't want to do. We don't want to manage your Facebook page for you, but if you can run a lead form or remarketing campaign, that'd be great. So the three things: keyword pruning, that's going to be probably the biggest one to double your conversions. It's going to double the revenue coming in from Google Ads, seemingly overnight. If you have a lot of data in your ad account, if you've been running ads if you spent more than $6,000 on ads total, you can, or for whatever product line you're going after, you can prune keywords pretty well. You'll figure out all the terms that don't match the type of traffic that you want. You get rid of those, and you keep advertising for the traffic that you want. So keyword pruning is number one. Two is a landing page specific to their advertising. This one, the advertising isn't relevant to the keyword, so we would have a keyword relevant ad, and then a landing page ad relevant landing page. So keyword relevant ads, ad relevant landing pages. And then three is remarketing. Remarketing to people. It's like going to a sales call for your designer and then never following up with them again. They don't sign on the dotted line when you get there. You would never do that in your business, so you shouldn't do that online, especially getting people in. You've already spent the hard money on Google Ads. The clicks might cost you anywhere from $8 to $25, depending on what you're bidding on, how aggressive you're being, and you've already spent the money. Why not remarket to them and get them back to your website? So those are the three things we recommend: keyword pruning, landing page, remarketing. Any questions, let us know, and we'll talk to you soon.